people, and we're back with another video. And today, winter is coming. Surviving Ten Hag. Today is the day rumored by all of the Manchester United fans that it's Ten Hag's final match. But before we get into all of that, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. We've been growing. Join the gang. And you know, while you're there, algorithm settings, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe. Sorry, drop us a comment. Well, drop us a subscribe as well. But drop us a like, comment, algorithm settings, trying to push the content out there to all the beautiful people in the world. So, alright, I just want to talk about this quickly, I'm not going to be too long on it, I just want to talk about this Ten Hag stuff, And I think one of the things that have kind of, in my opinion, sealed his fate is Sir Alex Ferguson opted to go to a different game opposed to Manchester United versus Porto. And when Sir Alex Ferguson stops watching Manchester United, that is when everybody reacts. That's when people in the boardroom are like, oh, god damn, like, Ineos are probably like, what? Alex Ferguson never came to the game. Boy, we might have to get rid of this guy. When Sir Alex Ferguson doesn't want to watch Manchester United play, that is very telling. And, I mean, let's go over some quotes. So, look, Erik Ten Hag has just one match to save his Man United career after Europa League horror collapse to Porto. This is from the Sun website. Erik Ten Hag has one game to save himself, but Premier League rival warned not to eye his job at Manchester United. This is from TalkSport. Erik Ten Hag's date with destiny. Man United boss has one game to save his job in wake of wild 3-3 Porto draw. Look, it's getting a bit crazy, especially when we have this from Charlie Wyatt at The Sun. Erik Ten Hag's job is still on the line ahead of Sunday's clash at Aston Villa despite the last gasp 3-3 draw at Porto on Thursday night. Look, whatever you feel about that Porto game, right now it seems irrelevant because even murmurs I'm hearing, winter's coming. It doesn't actually matter what happens in this game against Villa today. I guess the only thing that really does matter is he's probably 100% gone if Manchester United lose. But Manchester United could draw and he's probably still gone. Manchester United could win and he's probably still gone. At this point, I don't think it actually really has anything to do with the result, but more so to do with what actually happens on the pitch. Will we see good football? Will we see attacking football? Will we see cohesive football? Will we be able to identify a plan on the pitch? Will the players be able to keep goals out of their own net? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, is he going to make the right substitutions? Is he going to even have the right starting lineup? Like, there's so many contributing factors to what could cause him to be out the door after this game, And now, I guess unluckily for him, his deciding game is against Aston Villa, a team that is flying, a team that Emery said he's gonna put more attention into preparing for this game than he did Bayern Munich. It's scary times. It's actually scary times, and I mean, look. All trolls aside, Ten Hag has been playing some horrible football. All trolls aside, you can see, vividly see how frustrated Ruud van Nistelrooy gets with what's happening when he's on the touchline. We know that Bruno Fernandes and Ten Hag's relationship is on ice. It's getting techie. And I guess you can see that by in 2 games, even though one was rescinded, Fernandez has received red cards. It's crazy what's happening at Manchester United at the moment. And look, yeah, let this is why I think, yeah, that he probably should go. Yeah, is Manchester United have played 6 games so far in the Premier League. Yeah, he's only won two, he's drawn one, and he's lost three. Manchester United have only scored 5 goals in 6 games, conceded 8 goals in 6 games, and have -3 goal difference. -3 goal difference. They still haven't been able to pay back the debt that they owed the Premier League from last season. Yeah, they are sitting on 7 points. 7 points. It's absolutely crazy. It is actually absolutely crazy. When you even deep it, yeah, they're only 4 points above the relegation zone. Shambolic. Like, I remember when Arsenal was this low, and in that season we didn't make it into the Champions League. I think Champions League football is already written off for them. It's like this early on in the season, Champions League football's already done. I mean, let's look at their results. Yeah, so they drew with Porto in a game where they had the lead. They was 2-0 up, but somehow it ended 3-3. Crazy. They lost 3-0 to Spurs at Old Trafford. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. They drew 1-1 with FC Twente at home. Crazy. And you know what? FC Twente is the only team that Ten Hag played for that won a trophy. So he has ties there. He has emotional connections. I'm not saying that he purposefully threw the game, but people will ask questions. They drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have been horrible this season. Horrible. They beat Barnsley 7-0, but it's Barnsley. And then after beating Barnsley, they haven't won a game. They've drawn three and lost one. It's insane. They beat Southampton 3-0, but everybody's beating Southampton. They lost 3-0 to their arch nemesis Liverpool at home. Shocking. They lost 2-1 to Brighton. And then obviously the first game of the season, they won 1-0 against Fulham in a game where it took them, I think they scored in the 87th minute. They scored in the 87th minute. It's just shocking. It's just shocking. It actually is just shocking. So I don't know. Like, in my mind, I do think he's gone. In my mind, I think this international break gives Ineos the ability to get rid of him and have about between 7 to 10 days to find a replacement. And I mean, it's Manchester United, so it shouldn't be too hard to find a replacement. But they have to get the next appointment right. They have to make the right decision. They absolutely must. Because, I mean, for the only teams for you to have beaten is Fulham at home and Southampton away and Barnsley in your first, 10 games? Wait, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First 9 games, the only teams you've beaten is Barnsley, Southampton, and Fulham. Oh, and let's be real, they played Fulham first game of the season. I think if they was to play Fulham now, they would get absolutely smoked. So yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for Manchester United. It really isn't. But if we look, the fixtures that they have coming up, yeah, after Aston Villa, they've got Brentford at home. That Brentford is a hard game. Then they've got Fenerbahce away, hard game. Then they've got West Ham away, hard game. Like, I know West Ham have been a bit poor this season, but they won their last game. They're on a high now. Then they got Leicester at home. You should be winning that. But then they got Chelsea coming to their gaff, and Chelsea are flying at the moment. Chelsea are actually flying at the moment. Sorry, that Leicester game is in the League Cup, so I don't think it really matters. They'll probably win that. But then after Panathinaikos at home, they've got Leicester at home in the Premier League. depending on how that League Cup game goes, Leicester might go into that game with confidence. Yeah, man, it's looking spooky right now. It's looking spooky. So yeah, I guess those are my thoughts on the actual game, and honestly, sorry, not on the game. Those are my thoughts on Ten Hag. I think the writing is kind of on the wall. A lot of the tier one journalists are kind of saying, look, it doesn't actually really matter what happens in this game. He's gone. And it'll be very interesting to see how he reacts um, after the Aston Villa game. So yeah, people, let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to like the video. If you made it this far, subscribe, you're a G. And drop a comment, man. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.